What's going on, Legion? Azrael here, like always. We got some Star Wars stuff. Looking forward to it. Oh my god, isn't it looking good? It's just looking entertaining. Let's just get into it, check it out, see what it's all about. Let's hope it's good. Oh god. I hope this one's so much better than the first one. Alright. Ooh, Kylo. What's up?
When I found
Walkers. Dude, those things.
I saw raw,
Judge Dredd looking things.
untamed power. And beyond that,
Yeah.
something truly special.
I hate Rey so much. It's not my favorite character at all. I don't like her.
Inside me has always been there,
That arm though, that hand.
but now it's awake,
Alright.
and I need help.
Training. Okay. Woo! I don't act surprised. Come on!
I've seen this raw strength only once before. It didn't scare me enough then. It does now.
Kylo. Yep.
Let the past die. Kill it.
That ball looking ship, what up?
If you have to. That's the only way to become what you were meant to be.
Oh no. Can you kill Mom? Can you do it? Don't be a bitch. Is that how she dies? This Christmas. Is Millennium Falcon gonna look a little different? It looks a little new right there. What the fuck is that?
We are the spark
Is that lunch?
to light the fire.
What up, Poe?
Daughter down.
Oh, what up, Phantasm? Oh, that's gonna be a badass fight.
Not going to go the way you think.
I wonder who he's talking to. I don't know.
Fulfill
Oh, maybe it was her. He's running so close.
destiny.
Oh shit! What up, Smart?
I need someone to show me my place in all this.
December 15th. Oh man, god damn. That's looking great. Oh my lordy lord. I can't remember his name. Emperor, what's his face? Snoke. Emperor Smog. Hello? He might as well look like a dragon. The face. All right, I'll try to keep it brief, guys. I have a lot of theories. I might run a little long here, so bear with me. All right, first thoughts. From what I heard, people making videos and stuff like that, that Snoke is kind of a link to the Old Republic. From what I heard, he was a Sith Lord from the Old Republic that was entombed, and he fed on like Force life and Force spirits. So if you've ever seen Star Wars: The Clone Wars, the animated series, when he had Mother Talzin collecting all the souls or all the energy, and she was going to transfer it into herself, maybe imagine something like that where he's feeding on. And with that though, with Force spirits, are we going to get to see like maybe Anakin? Most likely not Anakin, but we might see Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan and Yoda again, because we've been hearing that he's done a voiceover, and he may be a Force spirit in this movie. That's my thought. People were saying that he's going to be that he might be in the movie. Well, hearing that and then hearing other people say, well, Snoke is actually somebody that feeds off the energy like that, or the spirit force. Could that be a thing? And now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, we could see that could be their link to bringing back Ewan McGregor, Yoda. That could definitely be a thing. That'd be really cool. As far as and the biggest thing that I got from this was that Luke was saying, I've seen this power before. It didn't scare me enough then. It does now. I'm assuming he's talking about, at first I was thinking of like Vader, but I'm pretty sure he's talking about Kylo. He trains Kylo. Kylo kills all the Jedi that he trained, or that Luke trained, and goes off. And now Rey is exhibiting the same level of power that maybe Kylo did. And he's like, you know what? I can't do it. And he's going to also leave Rey. Which, was that really Rey talking to Kylo? Was that Kylo really extending his hand out to Rey? Who knows? Sometimes they mix the trailer up with scenes to give us a false direction of what we're thinking. But that definitely could be it. And with that, you know what comes to mind? There was a lot of debate on who Snoke was. Some people said Mace Windu. Some people think it like maybe the Palpatine clone, which is very unlikely. That he is a Sith Lord from the Old Republic, which is their way of linking the Old Republic to the foreground, so they can start making Old Republic movies, which would be really cool. Unless they take Revan out, and then it's garbage. I don't care how epic that movie is. If Revan is not in an Old Republic Star Wars movie, fuck anybody involved with Star Wars. Fuck all of you that directed it, created it, wrote it, and fuck Disney for making it. Because if you're not going to put the best and the most unique character in all of Star Wars in your movie, you can just die in a fire. You can drown in a puddle. I don't care. But with that, my thought is, like some people, like of course, Ben Solo, Kylo Ren, Han and Leia's kid. They have 3 children, if I remember correctly. They had a set of twins, and then the lead fuckboy himself, Ben, the oldest. And my thinking is, because they thought that Rey could have, like, first, of course, the general thought is, oh, we're going to see Luke's kid, which is now a girl, originally a boy, called Ben Skywalker, if I remember correctly. The first thoughts were people were going to go say, oh, it's the Skywalker and Solo kids together. That was the basic theory. Then people got creative and said, you know what? It could be Palpatine's daughter. Wouldn't that be crazy? But that's a theory, and I haven't seen anybody make a video on YouTube or read anything about that at all. So I have no thoughts on that. That'd be kind of cool. Nah. The reason why I think that Rey is one of the twins, and the reason behind that is when Luke says, I've seen this power before, and it didn't scare me then, it scares me now. Well, the Force is different, and everybody's different, no matter what level your Force is. But if your brother, let's say, or a family member exuded the exact same power, then it would go to reason that maybe their sibling or their other family member would go down a similar path. And if it is true where Kylo is extending his hand out to Rey, then that means that what I may think is going to happen in the future is that we're going to see the other... So we got Rey and Kylo. And if they do group together, because Kylo turns his back on the dark side and Rey has been pushed away from the light side because Luke's an idiot, and now they're going to be their own Grey Knights. They could be the Grey, who knows? My theory is they're going to be divided, not enemies, but just separate, maybe at odds temporarily, from the other twin, Rey's other brother, and Luke's kid, Ben Skywalker. And they might be the saviors of the Jedi. Who knows? That's my theory. It's kind of a fun thought for me. Most likely it won't get that complicated. But who knows? J.J. Abrams, he takes everything that you know, the source material, the original, the whole thing, and then he switches it, reverses it, and spits it out a whole different way. He did it with Star Trek. When he didn't create an alternate dimension, he created the exact same world, and then he branched it off in a different time, like in a fork in time, because Spock went back in time, changed everything, and in that theory of time travel, the entire future isn't just rewritten. Instead, it splinters off. It's a different version of what happens when if you mess with time. Some people think that if you go back in time and change stuff, you change the entire future to like where nothing ever happened, and no one there existed possibly. The other version is you go back in time, change things, and like it's like the Fringe TV show is complicated as fuck. It branches off into a whole different, and the original timeline stays. The different timeline begins with the events of what you changed in the past. Although that seems weird, if the source is different, how does the original timeline stay there? What am I, Japanese? And then the Dragon Ball Z theory is when you go back in time, it's just a whole different, pretty much, dimension. And if you change something, that future is different, but your future never gets altered. It's kind of like the fork, except it's like the fork was never connected, and then it branched. It's weird. And then, of course, the Terminator version, where it's paradox after paradox. So that's kind of what J.J. Abrams does. He changed things up with time travel for Star Trek. And in Star Wars, he doesn't need to do something so bold. He's just deleting the last 3 movies for the most part. And, he's just kind of going to revamp, I think, a lot of stuff. Get maybe the Ujin Vong, that'd be cool to see them. They probably won't be the main villains, but that we may see their people. That would be different or unique. As like the Chiss, which is Grand Admiral Thrawn, he's one member of an alien race that's in the unexplored version or unexplored. So it'd be kind of cool to see some of the Ujin Vong, some of the original story. But I think with the kids and everything else, it's all going to be changed a little different. I'm talking a lot here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. If you like the content, you can always like, subscribe, share. Remember, it's completely up to you. I do appreciate it, though. It does help me out in some way or another. And I'll see you on whatever video I'm doing next. If you want to check out anything else Star Wars, there's not a lot of Star Wars stuff to react to right now, just this trailer. If you want to check out some Star Wars Rebel stuff, you can check that out. I already uploaded that. And if you want to check out some music stuff, I got a 21 pilot reaction that's going up in tandem with this video. So again, with that, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. And I'll see you next time. Later. Peace.